Jill Pettitt and Sara Sweeney with the Carroll girls golf team joining us out here at the Carroll Country Club after their matchup with Kuemper this afternoon. And we'll start off with Jill, who's standing over here on my left. And Jill, you shot a 46 today,
yes.
and most people would be ecstatic with it. You seem a little disappointed with the 46 here today.
Yeah, I am. I started off really well, so after getting down and having a bogey after parring back-to-back, so it was okay with the bogey, but then I continued doing worse and got a double bogey and triple bogey, and so it was just rough to get up after that, after seeing yourself play so well and even just shocking yourself. Especially, usually at the beginning, maybe you want to do well, but you don't always start off as well as you want, but seeing it just getting started so well that I was expecting a lot better, I guess. So I think I got myself too excited and you can just stay focused, which I obviously did not focus well, otherwise I would have shot better. But I'm still happy with the score and happy with the team and what we shot. Just hope to continue and do better and work most likely on my putts and my chips. I mean, my drive wasn't too bad, but I mean, all in all, I still need to work on my game.
Let's take us through those first couple of holes. How did those play out? You said you parred the first couple.
Yep. Hole 10, I had it was a 130-yard shot, so I hit my iron and went right side of the green. And then I had a nice first putt, and then the second one was sunk. So that made me happy, especially that par 10 or hole 10 par 3. I don't know. I always get nervous, especially it's like first hole. So
how long was that first putt for you, and how close did you leave yourself?
I'd probably say 20.
Yeah,
between
like
16 and 20. I mean, it was long, and then I probably had another 6-7 foot putt. So I mean, considering I was 6-7 foot, I was really happy, completely sinking it. I mean, it was drained in there, so I was happy with that.
How'd 11 go then?
And then 11, I had a drive and went a little left, but then I was about 195 in the front, but it was in the back, so I had like a 105-yard shot. So I hit it up there right on the green, and I was probably still had another, I'd say 15, 20 foot probably putt, and then I had another 4 or 5 foot putt, and so, or no, that one I left actually just a foot short, so I was happy with that. So that's how I ended up. So par, and then bogey on hole 12.
What happened? What kind of turned the day for you?
My drive as well, but I had my iron and went over the green, so I mean, it's rough when you're already not on the green, especially there, so, and then I 3-putted, so that wasn't very good.
Did you feel like you turned things around at any point then after that today?
After that, I'd say after I took an 8 on hole 14, I cleaned it up and parred hole 15, the other par 3, which usually the par 3s are what the holes I struggle on because I like the longer shots. I like using my driver. But after seeing another par, I was pretty happy with that. But then it fell apart again. My drive went underneath the tree on 16, which I had a nice punch out, but it still trying to find the hole coming back after a good shot. You just need to stay with it, which I'm still working on. Whole mental game. There's a lot to it.
How do you feel like you've golfed this season? Are you happy with where you're at this point?
Yeah, especially after coming back last year and an injury and not playing and only participating in the first meet and then the 2 last meets of the season. Coming back and starting off the season well in Jefferson with a 42, I was really happy with that. And then I've stayed under 50, which that was my whole goal this year, so I'm still with it. Especially being on a home course, country club, I play a lot, members out here, work out here. I just expected to play better, but it is what it is. I'll just continue working on it.
I'm sure things will turn around quickly for you, so thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
Let's move over now to Sara Sweeney, who shot a 43 today and was your medalist on the day. And Sara, how did you feel like you played today?
Oh, man. I started off pretty poorly. I came out thinking, oh, it's a beautiful day. We're going to hit pretty well, and I didn't hit as well as I thought I would. And then I turned around on like our fourth or fifth hole. I turned around and I had like 3 back-to-back pars, and then the last hole was a bogey, so I ended really strongly.
Take us through those pars, and what do you think maybe flipped the switch for you here today?
Oh man, I think it started on a par 3. Jill and I, as usual, hers usually go to the left, mine usually go to the right, and that's how ours landed on the green. And we were just like, okay, just go 2-putt it, and that's exactly what we did. And then the next one, that was a par 4. It was a solid drive right down the middle. And then it was going uphill, and I don't usually hit irons very well, and uphill scares me. But I hit it right on the green, and then I 2-putted, so I was like, okay, let's keep this stroll going.
How far was that iron shot to get on the green?
Oh, it was probably a good 100, 111. I think it was like 111 about.
Do you remember what you used?
9.
9 iron?
Yeah, and I'm really indecisive as whether to use my pitching wedge or my 9 iron, because depending on how well I hit it, they both go about the same, so I was glad I chose the 9.
What clubs do you think was your best today? Did you drive best, the iron play, or putting, do you think, overall?
You know, it was strange. It was probably... my strong point's actually chipping. My drives were a little funky at the start. They were actually going left, and they never go left. They usually go right. But I would have to say it's a gap wedge that I use to chip, so that's probably what I would say got me going.
15 or 16, then your best hole of the day.
Oh man, what are those ones? 15 and 16?
I think you said the par 3. Which
Par
were the
3.
par 3 or the par you had after that?
Oh, man.
I was going to say, you got
They
a
were
good drive.
both... I probably felt really good about my par 4 because it's a struggle for me to land it on the green with that second shot, and I was really proud of myself to actually land it on the green and then 2-putt, so...
How do you feel like your game's been this year?
You know, it started off pretty strong. I've been playing with Jill a lot, and it's a lot of fun playing with Jill and getting to hear about, because she's been here forever and she knows what she's doing, so I don't know, I started pretty strong. I haven't really, I think at the Muni, I shot like a 53, that was probably, or a 52, that's what it was, but that's really the only struggle I've had. I've stayed in the 40s, and I knew I was worthy of at least a 43, so it was good to finally get on this streak, and maybe I'll keep it going.
What's the goal for you now that you've got a 43? How low do you think you can go?
I don't know.
45
if I could, yeah, 45 or under is probably my goal. I don't know. My goal this year was to shoot an average of 44, and I would say a 43 is pretty good. If I keep it up, then I'll meet my goal of a 44 of average.
Well, congratulations on a great effort
Thank
today.
you.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.